Imagine this: you're chatting with friends, and someone mentions Nelson Mandela dying in the 1980s while in prison. Wait, what? Didn't he pass away in 2013? Suddenly, more people chime in, agreeing with the earlier death. Congratulations, you just stumbled upon the Mandela Effect, where entire groups of people remember things incorrectly. But here's the real kicker. Some believe it's proof that we're living in a parallel universe. So, what's going on here? Are our memories just messing with us? Or is there something much stranger at play? Let's dive into this mind-bending phenomenon. What is the Mandela Effect? The Mandela Effect was first coined in 2009 by Fiona Broome after she realized many people shared her false memory of Nelson Mandela's death in the 1980s. Since then, it's grown into a collective term for shared false memories across various topics. We're talking everything from movie lines to famous logos, all misremembered by the masses. The phenomenon has sparked countless debates, with some linking it to alternate realities or even quantum mechanics. This concept expanded beyond Mandela himself, with iconic examples such as Looney Tunes being remembered as Looney Tunes and the Berenstain Bears recalled as the Berenstain Bears. These aren't isolated instances. Entire communities across the globe report similar collective memory errors. Could there be an unseen force altering our perceptions, or are these cases just examples of how fallible memory can be? The internet, especially platforms like Reddit and TikTok, continues to be a breeding ground for Mandela Effect theories, each wilder than the last. Why are our memories so unreliable? Our memories, it turns out, aren't as perfect as we'd like to think. Psychologists like Elizabeth Loftus have shown how easily memories can be distorted. In one famous experiment, participants were shown a video of a car accident. Those asked if the cars had smashed into each other were more likely to falsely recall seeing broken glass than those asked if the cars had merely hit. Essentially, our brains tweak details to make sense of the world, often leading to memory errors. What's even more fascinating is how these errors aren't just personal. They're shared by entire groups. This hints at something deeper about how our brains work in social context. The Ash conformity experiments demonstrated that people are willing to go along with the group even when they know it's wrong, suggesting that societal influences may play a huge role in the Mandela Effect. Moreover, the more frequently these false memories are repeated in group settings, the stronger and more real they feel. Famous Mandela Effect examples that will make you question reality. Let's take a trip down memory lane, or should I say, alternate memory lane. Here are some of the most well-known Mandela effects that have left people scratching their heads. Berenstain Bears versus Berenstain Bears. A whole generation grew up reading about the adorable Berenstain Bears, except it turns out they were always the Berenstain Bears. What? This particular case has become a cornerstone example of the Mandela Effect, with people even claiming to own old books with the Berenstain spelling, though none exist. The Monopoly Man's monocle. Remember the Monopoly guy's monocle? Yeah, he never had one. Some speculate that we confuse him with other iconic figures like Mr. Peanut, who does wear a monocle. Luke, I am your father. One of the most famous lines in movie history from Star Wars is actually, "No, I am your father." Cue shattered childhoods. This is another case where countless people vividly remember the incorrect line, even though it never existed. Each of these examples raises the question, how can so many people be wrong about the same thing? Are these just miscommunications that have spiraled out of control, or is something far stranger at work? Is Conseil Européen pour la recherche nucléaire to blame for the Mandela Effect? Some conspiracy theorists believe that the Large Hadron Collider at Conseil Européen pour la recherche nucléaire is responsible for the Mandela Effect. They argue that the Large Hadron Collider's high-energy experiments could be opening portals to alternate dimensions, causing shifts in our reality. While Conseil Européen pour la recherche nucléaire has acknowledged the fascination with their work, they maintain that there's no evidence to support these claims. Still, the mere thought of scientists accidentally unleashing parallel dimensions has captivated imaginations worldwide. Conseil Européen pour la recherche nucléaire's experiments continue to push the boundaries of physics, investigating the fabric of space-time and the possibility of extra dimensions. Though the scientific community largely dismisses the idea that the LHC is causing alternate realities, conspiracy theorists are unconvinced. As more high-energy collisions take place, forums are abuzz with theories about changes in our reality. Is it possible that we are too quick to dismiss this as pseudoscience? Parallel universes, a sci-fi fantasy or reality. Could the Mandela Effect be evidence of parallel universes colliding? According to some physicists, the idea isn't entirely outlandish. Quantum mechanics has introduced mind-bending concepts like superposition and entanglement, which suggest that multiple realities might exist simultaneously. However, mainstream science is far from concluding that the Mandela Effect is proof of this phenomenon. The idea of parallel universes, or the multiverse, has been explored in theoretical physics for decades. Although there's no empirical evidence yet, theories like the many worlds interpretation suggest that every possible outcome of a quantum decision happens, each in a different universe. While this remains speculative, it's tantalizing to imagine that the Mandela Effect could be a subtle glimpse into one of these alternate timelines. The psychology of false memories. Before you go blaming your brain glitches on parallel universes, let's explore the psychological side. The Mandela Effect could be explained by how our minds store information. Psychologists like Tim Holland suggest that our brains often recall gist memories, meaning we remember the general idea of something but not the specifics. This, combined with social influences like the Ash conformity effect, where we align our opinions with others to fit in, can easily lead to widespread false memories. Recent studies also reveal how susceptible we are to source memory errors, where we forget the true origin of a memory. We might hear something secondhand or see it referenced in pop culture and then incorporate it into our personal history. This effect can grow exponentially in the age of social media, where misinformation spreads rapidly. As it turns out, our memories are shockingly fragile and easily influenced. Can social media fuel the Mandela Effect? TikTok and Reddit have become breeding grounds for Mandela Effect discussions, where users swap mind-boggling stories about reality shifts. The viral nature of social media can magnify these shared false memories, making them more believable through constant repetition. The more you hear it, the more you believe it. This phenomenon is linked to the familiarity heuristic, where we assume that information we hear frequently is correct. One viral trend on TikTok involves users stitching their own Mandela Effect examples, further spreading these memory glitches. Some experts argue that platforms like TikTok act as accelerants for mass memory errors, creating echo chambers where misinformation thrives. In the case of the Mandela Effect, the internet can act as a catalyst, strengthening these false memories until they seem real. What if we're living in a simulation? Some theorists take the Mandela Effect even further, suggesting that it could be evidence of a glitch in the Matrix, a sign we're living in a simulated reality. The idea, popularized by movies like The Matrix, has gained traction among those who believe the Mandela Effect reveals flaws in a simulated universe. Could the glitches in our collective memory be the system reprogramming itself? While it's a tantalizing thought, most scientists remain skeptical of this explanation. Simulation theory proposes that advanced civilizations could one day run computer simulations indistinguishable from reality. According to philosopher Nick Bostrom, if we can create such simulations, then it's likely we're already living in one. Though there's no proof of this yet, the concept has sparked debates in academic circles, adding another layer of intrigue to the Mandela Effect. The role of cognitive dissonance. One psychological explanation for the Mandela Effect is cognitive dissonance, which occurs when our brains try to reconcile conflicting information. For example, if you've always believed Looney Tunes was spelled with two O's, your brain may resist accepting that it's actually Looney Tunes. This inner conflict can cause discomfort, leading us to search for explanations that preserve our original belief. Some may turn to theories like parallel universes or alternate realities to explain the discrepancy. Cognitive dissonance often makes us stick to our incorrect memories because admitting we were wrong disrupts our internal sense of consistency. Psychologists suggest that cognitive dissonance can manifest in subtle ways, such as justifying why we remember Berenstain Bears instead of Berenstain Bears. This discomfort can be heightened when a significant number of people share the same false memory, reinforcing the illusion of correctness. The more people reinforce these shared false memories, the stronger the cognitive dissonance grows. The Mandela Effect, a glimpse into our brain's inner workings or something else. At its core, the Mandela Effect is a fascinating glimpse into the fallibility of human memory. Rather than recording events like a video, our brains reconstruct past experiences, often filling in gaps with details that seem to make sense. This is why false memories can feel so convincing, especially when shared by many. It's almost as if reality itself becomes a bit flexible. For those intrigued by the mysterious, some suggest the Mandela Effect could point to parallel universes colliding, where small details like names or quotes differ between realities. While quantum mechanics and multiverse theories offer exciting possibilities, no scientific evidence supports this yet. And there you have it. Whether you think the Mandela Effect is just a mind-bending quirk of memory or a glimpse into something much bigger, like alternate realities, one thing is clear. It's a phenomenon that keeps us all curious and questioning. What do you think? Are we living in a parallel universe, or is it all just in our heads? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this dive into the mysterious and mind-boggling world of the Mandela Effect, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.